Welcome to Folklore World. Here are 10 of the weirdest, wildest, and most unbelievable marriage traditions from around the world. Number 10 will shock you the most. These are real customs, some ancient, some ongoing that challenge everything you thought you knew about love and marriage. The Tujia people's unique wedding tradition. Crying for a month before marriage asterisk. In the midst of joyous wedding celebrations, one peculiar tradition stands out. The Tujia people's crying ritual. For centuries, the Tujia, ethnic minority group in China's Hubei and Hunan provinces, has practiced this unusual custom, where brides cry for 1 hour every day for 30 days before their wedding. This tradition may seem strange to outsiders, but it holds deep cultural significance and emotional value for the Tujia people. The origins of the tradition. The exact origins of this crying ritual are unclear, but it's believed to date back to ancient times. One possible explanation is that the crying represents the bride's farewell to her family and her childhood home as she prepares to leave her parents' household and start a new life with her husband. The crying serves as a way to express her emotions and bid farewell to her loved ones. The crying ritual. The crying ritual begins a month before the wedding day. Every day, for 1 hour, the bride will cry in front of her family members, particularly the women. At first, it's just the bride who cries, but as the days go by, her mother, grandmother, and other female relatives join in. The crying builds up to a crescendo, creating a symphony of sorrow that echoes through the household. The significance of the crying. The crying ritual serves several purposes. Firstly, it's a way for the bride to express her emotions and prepare herself for the significant life change that marriage brings. Secondly, it allows the family members to bond and share their feelings with each other. The crying ritual also symbolizes the bride's love and appreciation for her family, as well as her sadness at leaving them behind. The role of family members. The family members play a crucial role in the crying ritual. The mother and grandmother are usually the first to join in, followed by other female relatives. As the crying builds up, the entire household becomes a sea of tears. The family members' participation in the crying ritual serves as a way to show their love and support for the bride, as well as to bid her farewell. The impact on the bride. The crying ritual can be emotionally draining for the bride. By the end of the month, she have cried for 30 hours, releasing a torrent of emotions. However, the ritual also has a profound impact on the bride's mental preparation for marriage. It allows her to confront her emotions, let go of her past, and embrace her new life with a sense of clarity and purpose. Conclusion. The Tujia people's crying ritual is a unique and fascinating wedding tradition that showcases the complexity of human emotions. While it may seem strange to outsiders, this tradition holds deep cultural significance and emotional value for the Tujia people. As we explore the diverse wedding customs from around the world, we're reminded of the importance of understanding and respecting cultural differences. In the end, the crying ritual serves as a poignant reminder of the power of emotions and the significance of family bonds. As the bride walks down the aisle, she's not just leaving her family behind, she's also carrying the love and support of her loved ones with her into her new life. Number 2 is the asterisk. The Hamar tribe's unique coming-of-age tradition. Bull jumping asterisk. In the Hamar tribe of Ethiopia, marriage is not just a union between two people. It's a rite of passage that requires a man to prove his worth. Before a man can marry, he must undergo a challenging and potentially hazardous test of strength and agility, bull jumping. This tradition is a crucial part of Hamar culture, and its significance goes beyond just marriage. The bull jumping ritual. The bull jumping ritual is a test of a man's bravery, agility, and strength. A line of bulls is carefully selected and positioned, and the young man must run naked across their backs 4 times in a row. The bulls are typically docile and well-trained, but the risk of injury is still present. The significance of bull jumping. The bull jumping ritual serves several purposes. Firstly, it's a test of the man's physical strength and agility. Secondly, it's a demonstration of his bravery and willingness to take risks. Finally, it's a way for the community to assess the man's readiness for marriage and adulthood. The consequences of failure: if the man fails to complete the ritual successfully, he's not considered ready for marriage. Falling off the bulls is seen as a sign of weakness or lack of courage, and the man will have to try again in the future. This tradition emphasizes the importance of perseverance and determination in Hamar culture. Cultural significance: the bull jumping ritual is an integral part of Hamar culture and identity. It's a way for the community to bond and celebrate the transition of young men into adulthood. The ritual also serves as a rite of passage, marking the man's transition from adolescence to adulthood. Conclusion: the Hamar tribe's bull jumping tradition is a unique and fascinating cultural practice that showcases the importance of strength, bravery, and perseverance. While it may seem challenging or even hazardous to outsiders, this tradition holds deep cultural significance for the Hamar people. By understanding and respecting cultural differesences, we can appreciate the diversity of human experiences and traditions. The third one is asterisk, the Tidong people's unique post-wedding tradition. Bathroom ban asterisk. In the Tidong community of Indonesia, newlyweds undergo a peculiar and challenging tradition, a bathroom ban that lasts for 3 entire days and nights after the wedding. This tradition is believed to have spiritual and cultural significance, and its purpose is to strengthen the bond between the couple. The purpose of the bathroom ban: the bathroom ban is thought to serve several purposes. Firstly, it's believed to test the couple's commitment and endurance. By abstaining from basic human needs like using the bathroom, the couple demonstrates their willingness to make sacrifices for each other. Secondly, the tradition is believed to bring good luck and blessings to the couple. The monitoring and restrictions during the 3-day period: the couple is closely monitored by family members or community elders. They're only allowed to consume tiny bits of food and drink, which is believed to help them through this challenging period. The couple's movements and activities are also restricted, adding to the overall austerity of the tradition. Cultural significance: the bathroom ban tradition holds significant cultural and spiritual value for the Tidong people. It's a way for the community to come together and celebrate the union of two people. The tradition also serves as a rite of passage, marking the couple's transition into married life. Challenges and controversies: while the tradition is deeply rooted in Tidong culture, it has raised concerns about human rights and health. The prolonged restriction on using the bathroom can lead to physical and mental health issues. Some critics argue that the tradition is inhumane and should be reevaluated. Conclusion: the Tidong people's bathroom ban tradition is a unique and complex cultural practice that highlights the diversity of human experiences. While it may seem challenging or even controversial to outsiders, this tradition holds deep cultural significance for the Tidong community. By understanding and respecting cultural differences, we can appreciate the richness and complexity of human traditions. The fourth one is the marriage by abduction, a complex Romani tradition. The Romani people, a European ethnic group, have a traditional practice known as marriage by abduction. This custom involves a man abducting the woman he wants to marry, often with her tacit consent. If she stays with him for 3 days, they're considered engaged. Origins and significance: the origins of this tradition are unclear, but it's believed to have roots in Romani cultural and social norms. In the past, marriage by abduction might have been a way for couples to circumvent family disapproval or societal expectations. The practice that abduction typically involves the man taking the woman to his family's home or a secluded location. If she stays with him for 3 days, it's seen as a sign of her consent to the marriage. After this period, the couple is considered engaged and preparations for the wedding begin. Controversy and criticism marriage by abduction has become increasingly controversial, with critics arguing that it can be a form of coercion or even human trafficking. Some women may be pressured or forced into staying with their abductors, raising concerns about consent and agency. Modern perspectives. In recent years, many Romani communities have reevaluated this tradition, recognizing the potential risks and harm it can cause. Some communities have adapted the practice to prioritize mutual consent and respect, while others have abandoned it altogether. Conclusion: marriage by abduction is a complex and multifaceted tradition that highlights the diversity and evolution of cultural practices. While it may have historical significance, its potential impact on individuals, particularly women, must be carefully considered. As societies continue to evolve, it's essential to prioritize mutual respect, consent, and human rights. The fifth one is the Pakadwa Shadi, a complex and controversial tradition in certain regions of Bihar, India. A unique and contentious practice known as Pakadwa Shadi, or bridegroom kidnapping, has been documented. This tradition involves families kidnapping eligible bachelors and forcing them to marry their daughters, often to avoid paying dowries. Historical context: the practice of Pakadwa Shadi is believed to have originated as a way for families to secure suitable husbands for their daughters without incurring the financial burden of dowry payments. In some cases, families might have seen this practice as a means to ensure their daughter's marriage and financial security. The practice, the kidnapping of the groom, typically involves a group of men, sometimes hired goons, who abduct the young man and take him to a secluded location. The family of the bride then negotiates with the groom's family to finalize the marriage arrangements. In some cases, the groom might be coerced or intimidated into agreeing to the marriage. Controversy and criticism: Pakadwa Shadi has been widely criticized for its blatant disregard for human rights and individual consent. The practice raises serious concerns about the treatment of both the groom and the bride, who may be forced into a marriage against their will. Human rights organizations and law enforcement agencies have condemned this practice, emphasizing the importance of mutual consent and respect in marriage. Legal and social implications: in recent years, Indian authorities have taken steps to combat Pakadwa Shadi, emphasizing the need for mutual consent in marriage and enforcing laws against kidnapping and coercion. Social activists and organizations have also worked to raise awareness about the importance of consent and individual rights in marriage. Conclusion: Pakadwa Shadi is a complex and contentious tradition that highlights the challenges of balancing cultural practices with human rights and individual freedoms. While the practice may have historical roots, its implications for those involved are significant. As societies evolve, it's essential to prioritize mutual respect, consent, and human rights in all aspects of life, including marriage. The sixth one is the Masai people's unique blessing tradition. Spitting on the bride in Masai culture, a traditional blessing, involves the father of the bride spitting on her head and chest before she leaves home to join her husband. This practice may seem unusual to outsiders, but it's a sacred act that holds deep cultural significance. The significance of spitting in Masai tradition: spitting is believed to possess spiritual significance, symbolizing a blessing or a transfer of spiritual energy. When the father spits on his daughter, he's imparting his blessings and protection upon her as she embarks on her new life. The blessing ritual: the spitting ritual typically takes place during the wedding ceremony, where the father gently spits on his daughter's head and chest. This act is accompanied by prayers and well wishes for her future happiness, prosperity, and fertility. Cultural context: the Masai people place great importance on blessings and spiritual rituals. The spitting tradition is a way for the family to show love, support, and protection to the bride as she transitions into married life. Respecting cultural differences: it's essential to understand and respect Cultural differences. Recognizing that practices, like spitting, can have varying meanings across cultures. By embracing these differences, we can foster greater appreciation and understanding of diverse traditions. The seventh one is the ghost marriages, a unique cultural practice. Ghost marriages, also known as spirit marriages, are a fascinating and lesser-known tradition practiced in certain parts of China and Sudan. In this custom, a person may be married to someone who has already passed away, or in some cases, both the bride and groom are deceased. The purpose of ghost marriages. The primary purpose of ghost marriages is to ensure that the spirits of the deceased are not lonely in the afterlife. Families believe that by arranging a marriage between two deceased individuals or between a living person and a deceased person, they can provide companionship and comfort to the spirits. Cultural significance. Ghost marriages hold significant cultural and spiritual importance in the communities that practice them. They reflect the belief in an afterlife and the importance of family ties and social relationships extending beyond death. Variations and practices. The practice of ghost marriages varies across cultures and regions. In some cases, families may arrange a ghost marriage to resolve issues related to inheritance or family lineage. In other cases, the practice may be seen as a way to honor the deceased and ensure their happiness in the afterlife. Conclusion. Ghost marriages are a unique and intriguing cultural practice that highlights the diversity of human beliefs and traditions. By understanding and respecting these practices, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the complexities of human culture and the many ways people cope with death and the afterlife. The eighth one is the marriage to a tree, a unique Indian tradition in certain parts of India. A peculiar tradition exists where individuals, particularly women labeled as mangliks, are married to a tree before their human marriage. This practice is believed to break astrological curses and bring good fortune to the couple. What is a manglik? In Hindu astrology, a manglik is someone born with the planet Mars, Mangal positioned in specific houses of their birth chart. According to astrological beliefs, mangliks are prone to marital problems, conflicts, and even the death of their spouse. To mitigate these perceived negative effects, the tradition of marrying a tree has been practiced. The tree marriage ritual. The tree marriage ritual typically involves the manglik individual being married to a tree, often a sacred fig or a peepal tree. The ceremony is performed with traditional Hindu rituals, including the exchange of garlands, tying of the sacred thread, and other marriage customs. After the ceremony, the tree is often cut down or symbolically sacrificed to absorb the astrological curse. Beliefs and significance. The belief behind this practice is that the tree absorbs the negative energies or curses associated with the manglik individual's astrological chart. By marrying the tree, the individual is thought to have fulfilled their marital obligations, thereby reducing the risk of marital problems or other negative consequences, controversies, and criticisms. While this tradition is rooted in cultural and astrological beliefs, it has faced criticism and controversy. Some argue that it is a superstitious practice that perpetuates gender stereotypes and reinforces patriarchal norms. Others question the scientific basis of astrology and the concept of manglik dosh, the astrological curse. Conclusion. The tradition of marrying a tree is a complex and multifaceted practice that reflects the rich cultural heritage and astrological beliefs of India. While its significance and effectiveness are debated, it remains an important part of the country's diverse cultural landscape. The ninth one, the South Korean groom's pre-wedding test. Beating the feet in South Korea, a unique and playful tradition takes place before the wedding night. The groom's friends tie his ankles and beat the soles of his feet with fish or sticks. This ritual is believed to test the groom's strength, endurance, and readiness for marriage. The purpose of the ritual. The purpose of this tradition is multifaceted. On one hand, it's seen as a way to test the groom's strength and prepare him for the challenges of married life. On the other hand, it's also a lighthearted and humorous way for friends to poke fun at the groom and create memorable experiences. The ritual's significance. This tradition is significant because it highlights the importance of friendship and camaraderie in South Korean culture. The ritual also serves as a rite of passage, marking the groom's transition from bachelorhood to married life. Variations and modern interpretations. While the tradition remains popular, modern interpretations have evolved. Some grooms may opt for more lighthearted or symbolic versions of the ritual, while others may choose to forego it altogether. Conclusion. The South Korean tradition of beating the groom's feet is a unique and entertaining custom that showcases the country's rich cultural heritage, whether seen as a test of strength or a playful prank. This ritual adds to the excitement and humor of the wedding celebrations. The 10th one is the Bulgarian wedding tradition, bread smashing on the bride's head in Bulgaria. A unique and symbolic wedding tradition takes place where a large, decorated loaf of bread is broken over the bride's head. This ritual is a celebration of fertility and prosperity, and it's believed to bring good luck to the newlyweds. The significance of bread holds a sacred place in Bulgarian culture, symbolizing abundance, prosperity, and good fortune. The decorated loaf used in the ritual is often intricately designed, reflecting the country's rich cultural heritage. The ritual during the wedding ceremony, the decorated loaf of bread is placed on the bride's head and then broken into pieces. Guests rush to grab the fragments, believing that they bring good luck and prosperity. The more pieces a guest catches, the more good fortune they'll receive, fertility and prosperity. The bread smashing ritual is deeply rooted in Bulgarian folklore, symbolizing the bride's fertility and the couple's prosperity. The breaking of bread is believed to ensure a fruitful and successful marriage filled with abundance and good fortune. Cultural significance. This tradition is an integral part of Bulgarian cultural identity, reflecting the country's rich history and customs. The bread smashing ritual is a celebration of love, fertility, and prosperity, and it's a cherished moment in Bulgarian weddings. Conclusion. The Bulgarian bread smashing tradition is a unique and fascinating custom that showcases the country's rich cultural heritage. This symbolic ritual is a celebration of fertility, prosperity, and good fortune, and it's a cherished moment in Bulgarian weddings. By understanding and appreciating such traditions, we can gain a deeper insight into the cultural diversity and richness of human experiences.